EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now Mack. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Prescott now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 17, Prescott. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9. At the 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run with Mack. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Mack, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On the play. It's 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. we hit halftime, as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
34-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because it does.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry from Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. 58 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
51, Mike 51. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check. Check hot, Swear.
They'll run here with Mack. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep off, and how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. Third down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mike 51. We're pretty quiet,
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, Campbell making the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Just like that.
This is Hines. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Taken down right.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Coming to you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
33-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Prescott sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
So they have one big call left. Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point. You're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Fournette on the carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Malik Hooker. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the